just packed the ute and getting ready to go on about a 4.5–5 hour drive to another State Forest to meet up with some mates, and hopefully it's going to be it's right in the middle of the raw, so should be plenty of fallow around. Haven't had much luck at the start of this year, so it'll be good to get one in the bag and in the freezer, more importantly. Alright, well, wish us luck. We'll try and get as much good footage as possible for you all. Alright, we'll see you around. So it's been about 5 hours of driving and finally somewhat at our destination. We've just spent a good half hour going through some ridiculous scrub to try and find our campground where we're meeting up with the fellas tomorrow. Doesn't look good. Anyway, we're just trying to formulate a plan B. What a trip. G'day everyone. So we're out in the New South Wales State Forest. Hopefully going to be chasing some fallow over the next few days. Just found a little spot to park up, so we're going to hike into our spot. Got Shane with me over there who's hunting with a bow. And I'll be using trusty L308. Wish us luck. So we've walked about 100 metres from the car. Shane's at point and about 70 metres away. Two fellows. Just walked right out in front of him down there. Unfortunately, they copped on to us pretty quick and gave us a honk and we're on their way. 10 minutes into the hunt. So after seeing these two deer so close and early on our trip, we proceeded with caution, as planned, to check out some dams, high ground and other points of interest along our way to our afternoon glassing position. So Shane's just had a shot with his bow and another doe. Can't find the arrows in the thicket. Alright, so I'll have to look around the bush for 10–15 minutes. Down the arrow. Only up to 5 feet.
It's about 22 metres away.
After running into that most recent doe, morale was very high. We knew deer were in the location. Unfortunately though, after a good hour of glassing, no deer or any wildlife at all was spotted. We proceeded to trek through the dark to within easy walking distance of our next glassing location for the next morning. Here we set up a quick camp, and at 4:30 AM we're back up and into it. After getting our day packs together in the dark, we made the short trek to our morning glassing location. Unfortunately, the waterhole we were about to glass was surrounded by dry leaves that made the approach much more difficult than it should have been. It pretty much sounded like we were walking on cornflakes. Nonetheless, we settled in and glassed through till early morning. We weren't having much luck glassing, as this location was a bust. With our mates due to meet us at base camp, we called it a morning, packed our bags and began the walk back to base camp. Along the way, we spotted a few rubber trees, scat and plenty of game trails. While making some good pace along a fire trail, we noticed some movement in a clearing beyond some trees. Closer examination with the rangefinder revealed a nice meaty fallow just over 100 metres away. I asked Shane if he wanted it, but with the deer being out of his distance, he was all mine. The deer continued to graze, moving out of sight, so we proceeded to stalk in parallel. Sure enough, to our disbelief, he presented himself again. I raised my rifle, took aim at his vitals. With a swift boom, the deer fell on the spot. Jeez. mate.
Fuck yes. Oh, ripper. Oh. Oh, mate. One down. Haven't even been in the forest 24 hours.
That's the fourth one we've seen.
Fourth one. Not bad at all.
Time to go blood in this north, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
You could nearly take
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah, fully take her out. That's such a dropping spot. Yeah.
Yeah. See if that looks good in the photo.
Beautiful.
Days.
Hard work starts when you shoot the deer. That's the thing.
Hey, have a look what you're carrying too, mate.
Bit hard to see, but we've got the rest of the gear on here, so we'll get back and then we can relax.
2 packs on Shane's bag and a deer carcass on my back. Every few hundred metres on the walk back, we'd stop and rest. Fortunately, Shane managed to capture me almost wearing the spiker as a hat. To my defence, I was bloody rooted. We kept hiking back to the car.
So we finally found a road to walk on and slowly making our way back to camp. Anyone who says hunting is easy obviously never tried it.
This is shit.
But so worth it. What do you reckon?
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. So after an absolutely stupid hike back from where I shot this spiker, stupid hike back, not so much for the distance but more for the amount of trees that seem to be down everywhere on the bloody road. Finally got this bad boy back to the ute, so hoping to save its skin, make a good rug, got a really good coat on it. Alright guys, so we've got a lot of it boned out already. Some organs for the dogs, and a heart for deep frying. More meat for the dogs. Even got the tongue out. A few offcuts for some stew tonight. And now I'm going to get these ribs off. I was looking for a hacksaw or something to do with it. Old mate Shane, ideas man, trusty old Leatherman. So I'm going to go through the flesh with my brand new Benchmade knife, and then once I hit bone, trusty Leatherman. Let's see how it goes. So the old Leatherman idea works a treat. Got a decent rack here. Get the rest of that boned out. A little bit of meat that I've left on the back straps. go in the bag with tonight's stew. And I've got some nice big old legs to back home for the race. Gotta love this. Alright guys, I'll quickly show you. We've got a full 95 litre esky full of beautiful venison. Got a few of my mates back at base camp that have finally turned up. I'll quickly go show you. So we've got the skin there that I'll turn into a rug. Over here I'll show you exactly how much is left from the animal after we butcher it. So that's it there guys. Taken pretty much every bit of meat out of it, took its tongue out, most of the neck meat, not much left at all. Use every bit that we can because the amount of hard work we go to get these buggers out, it's worth it at the dinner table. Alright guys, so we're about to head out for the second day afternoon hunt. I'm going to go stalk a little spot that Shane and I found earlier yesterday. Unfortunately for Shane and I, the spot that we wanted to glass that afternoon required an approach that would take us through some thick blackberry bushes. We were in for hell. So luckily Shane's been recording that. That was probably
The worst 10 minutes.
of our lives. That was ridiculous.
1,000 fucking levels. They say there's no shortcuts to get what you want. There's gonna be a monster fucking bug in here. Come through.
Proceeded as planned to our glassing destination, where, yet again, we would glass unsuccessfully through till dark. After hiking 20 odd k's in the last 24 hours, 2 of which with at least 40 kilo on our back, time to sit back around a fire, a couple cold ones. So with us running a little bit behind time, we quickly got our stuff together and we're off to glass another section of this beautiful forest. Hiking in the dark, we arrived at our location. Yet again, it would be another unsuccessful glassing session. We did, however, stumble across some fresh tracks, so we decided to trace them. We traced those tracks for a few hours. However, we were unable to find the elusive deer that Shane was after. So we're back at camp after our morning hunt. It was day 3. Shane and I got up about 4:30. Checked out a couple of dams that we wanted to have a look at. Saw plenty of sign. But didn't see anything today. Not yet. So we come back to base camp. We were originally in a backpack camp out of the other side of the forest tonight, but this area's just been so good. I mean, we've seen, the other fellas saw 2 deer last night. So we've seen half a dozen deer in 2 days. Now all of a sudden we saw these little wandering holes. It's definitely worth checking out. So Shane and I are going to trek over the other side of the forest for a bit of recon for our next trip out, I reckon. And then tomorrow morning, day 4, we're going to hit up one of the more promising dams that we found a lot of fresh sign on, a lot of rug markers. We left camp early that afternoon, hoping to cover off a large portion of ground. This was more of a recon hike for the next trip. We swiftly found nice open plains. However, the wind was constantly changing direction on us, yet again reducing our chances of stumbling across any deer.
Alright, so it's the end of day 3. I've just gone and checked out a pretty remote part of the forest. No real sign around here. A couple little spots, but nothing compared to the spot of the forest that we have been hitting up. So head back to camp, have some tucker, wake up early tomorrow morning, and hit up this dam that we're going to glass and Lee and Shana. That's it, but
Up early and able to set up at the promising waterhole, we settled in and waited. Waited for the deer that all this fresh sign had indicated would turn up for a drink. The deer that, like most of them, stood us up. We returned to camp to say farewell to Moppy and Jason. However, Shane and I would attempt one more roll of the dice. G'day guys, so we just parked the ute up to another spot of the forest that we're hunting in. About half an hour drive from camp, so we're going to poke around here for probably an hour or two, and hopefully Shane can nail his big stag.
There we go.
That's it. Wish us luck. G'day everyone, so we've just finished checking out this other part of the forest a bit further east with no real luck. Looked like a bit of sign around a creek, but that was about it. Managed to see a hare and plenty of roos around it. So yeah, this side's a bit of a bust, probably won't worry about coming back here next time. We've walked away from this trip with a lot of good memories, learned a lot as you do on pretty much every hunting trip. Between the 4 of us we saw 6 deer. The other 2 fellas are still back over in the western side of the forest, so they might still be having a bit of luck. But Shane and I, between 2 of us, saw 4. We shot one meaty spiker, so the Eskies nice and full. Pretty much got everything off him besides his head and his spine, so really happy with what I got out of there. Looking forward to tanning his hide, see how we go with that. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. It's been a fun trip, and yeah, like I said, we'll be back here again because it's definitely about. Catch us all next time. G'day guys, so I'm back at home. It was a pretty wet drive home, but I'm back here nonetheless. So I'm just going to start separating and cleaning some of this meat out. I'm also going to be attempting to tan my first hide. So I've shot a few deer in my life, but the last little spiker I've got a really nice coat on him. Yeah, I've sold him up back at camp. Had to drive 100 k's into the closest town and buy those small little salt shakers, but anyway, I've got some salt here, give it another lash and yeah, prep it up again and go from there. Speak to you soon. guys, so I'm going to get through as much meat as I can. Still got plenty of ice, so just try and tighten up as best I can before it gets too dark. Alright guys, so real quick, the end result from all that harvest. We've got two big legs, one shoulder, 4 little racks of ribs, 2 big chunks of backstrap, ribeye, rump, and about 6 or 7 kilos will be turned into sausages. Money can't buy this kind of food. And not to mention a whole lot of food for the dogs, which they've already been woofing at while I was cleaning that up. Cheers guys, have a good one.
Living the dream.